Hey, I just want to say a couple things. Lifelong Baltimore fan. I just wanted to thank Bart for all of his effort as a Raven. He was great to watch. And I got a chance to meet him one night at a bar across from MSG. He was doing a promotional thing. And he told me great stories, and he talked to me about John Harbaugh, and he said he was not a big fan because he was only a special teams coach. I just wanted to get his take on that.
Okay. Any truth to that?
Well, when he got hired, of course, because we wanted Rex to get the job.
Right.
Because Rex had been the defensive coordinator when they fired Brian Billick. We all went and went to bat for Rex.
Yeah.
And, when Harbaugh came in, he had to learn, right? That's why when you talk about, when they talk about Harbaugh is going to change the culture here, what I'm saying is I've never seen him build a culture. He inherited one.
He inherited the culture.
Right. So,
Great defense, obviously.
And you'll see Mentor have the same thing, right? They're like, man, they playing like the Ravens again. Because there's certain places that it's not negotiable. And it comes from the top up, but it comes all the way from the bottom down, too. It goes all the way to our omelet guy, Manny. Manny's still there. Baltimore's one of these places where when you go back there, it's going to be the same people.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a high turnaround because they develop, and they always have a farm system. So it can go from Ozzie to Joe Ortiz to Phil Savage to Joe Douglas. All these guys can kind of come through because they learn the Raven way. But, fundamentally, it's always going to be the same people there. Now, he comes here, and this is the first time. When he went to the Ravens, it was safe. Because you had a team that had you had a good team, good foundation, great leaders. Ray Lewis was there. You had foundational pieces there, right? You had Ed Reed, you had Haloti Ngata, you had Terrell Suggs, you had Ray Lewis.
Guys that didn't need coaching.
Yeah, you had Marshall Yonda. You had all those guys. Joe Flacco had won an MVP and all that type of stuff. You drafted Lamar Jackson. That's Ozzie's last draft pick. But when he comes here, when I think about the Giants, I'm trying to figure out who's their leaders. Because last year, when the train fell off the tracks, nobody could pull it back. And we thought Dexter Lawrence would be one of those guys. We thought Brian Burns would be one of those guys. But they couldn't find a way to pull together to kind of have, the young guy and say, hey, man, hey, youngster, this is how we do things. To be able to rein in Scatterboo, right? And we'll see what happens with Scatterboo because I don't think Scatterboo is going to be around too long. He's lightning.
They got pissed. I referred to him as Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
He's gonna be.
He's
you're gonna love him while he's doing it.
Yeah, he's burning it at both ends,
right?
And he don't get it,
right?
Doubling down. Sometimes when you're so arrogant as a young person and you don't listen to the veterans, people that have been there, done that, doing the backflips. It's not about. It's the optics of it too, and it's just not.
Well, he also grew up in an Instagram era. Right, where exactly. I want to be famous off the field. Also,
he's going to be famous.
I think the quarterback's got the same issue.
He's going to be famous. But he's also going to be broke.
Right, and there's nothing worse than being broke and famous.
Exactly.
It's the worst existence, right.
So that's what I'm trying to explain. That's what people are trying to get through to him. First of all, you're in a position that has a very, very short shelf life. And the way you play makes that shelf life even shorter.
Right.
He's trying to run like Ahmad Bradshaw. You know what I mean? He's not turning down no fades, right? He's going at everybody. Right. And eventually you're going to lose. You may run guys over. We've seen that with Peyton Hillis. If you go all the way back to Earl Campbell. Guys, you can't continue to run around through everybody, right? And you have to make sure that you take care of yourself.
So what do you think Harbaugh's biggest benefit to this team is going to be? Just competency?
Well, I think he's an adult in the room.
Right.
He's a guy that's, people don't realize he's just a bit of a problem as his brother Jim.
Personality-wise.
Yes, but he doesn't come off like that because he's not as quirky. He's not as loquacious, outwitted.
Right.
Jim, first of all, with the Docker pants on, no matter if it's 195 degrees, with the Coke bottle glasses, he's a little off, and you can see that he's off. Maybe it's because he actually played football and took some real hits. You know what I'm saying? Playing quarterback.
He did,
And Harbaugh never played at the professional level, so he may have a couple more brain cells left, but he's just as intense. He's a huge competitor. I played against his father in college, and then his father's stone crazy, man.
His father's the same way, right?
His father, man, his father came and addressed us, and when you're sitting in the front row and you start to see that white stuff build up in the corner, and you know eventually it's going to move to the middle, and eventually it's going to fly out. So you're waiting for it to come so it won't land on you somewhere.
Yeah, the white spit Bart's talking about. Yeah.
His father came in there throwing at the air like Trey from Boys in the Hood as well, man. I'm like, we got to fight. They stone crazy. So he's going to bring that intensity. And, what you have to realize, and it's good that he has a young team because he's going to work the hell out of them.
Yeah.
And
it's a much different training camp than they had under Dable.
Training camp and practice.
Right.
Like
he wanted to win preseason games.
Oh,
I think he won like 24 straight in Baltimore, something crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the thing is the physicality and can this new generation endure the type of season that it's going to be that. But what that does do is that help you weed out the pretenders.
Right.
The guys that really don't like football because he's going to demand that you practice. And he's in a newlywed phase.
Did you think when the Giants brought in Najee Harris after Tyrone Tracy missed the block that got Jaxson Dart sacked, blindside sack, was there any part of you that said, my man's in trouble?
Tracy?
Yeah.
Nah. Not you're not scaring me with Najee Harris. I mean, he's coming off an injury and like
he's Achilles, right?
And he's a guy that feels himself a lot too, right? You know what I mean? He's a guy, but what they do is they have a stable of power backs. You know, you think about Greg Roman. You know, damn what he did with Lamar Jackson, damn what he did with Colin Kaepernick. You know, Greg Roman goes all the way back as far as being able to be a run game coordinator. He goes all the way back to Jamal Lewis running for 2,000 yards with Baltimore. Right, he's a guy that is a savant when it comes to like being able to draw up schemes against certain fronts. So they're going to need a stable of backs because it may be 3-4 yards of cloud or dust because this team isn't where they need to be yet. I mean, I don't know if Jaxson Dart is sophisticated enough to kind of figure out how to go through his progressions when teams like double neighbors. It's going to Isaiah Likely's going to have to be his outlet.
He's going to be huge for him.
He's going to be huge for him. Somebody that he can find that can win the 50-50 balls that. You know, not going to let the ball get. I
think it was the best signing they had, by the way. I think Likely's going to be a star here.
It was. And, you know, he
even started the preseason game, the 2 third-down conversions.
Yeah.
I know it's a nothing play.
He's super crafty.
But he's open.
Super
he
reliable,
makes the catch. And
great hands.
If I'm Jaxson Dart, that's my best friend.
Yeah. And, you know, in Baltimore, they're missing him already, you know, because Mark Andrews isn't really having a great camp. And they're wishing that they had Isaiah Likely because he gives you Travis Kelce type of vibes where his ability to sit in zones, but he's also can stretch the field, and he's a great football player. But Jaxson Dart has to understand he's not Harbaugh's guy. He has probably about this year, maybe next year, to prove that he can be a starting quarterback.
Right.
Or he's going to be one of these guys that came here and looked good and had a bunch of potential, but he may be gone.
Wow. 888-808-1019. Greg's in Manasquat on the Fan. Greg, what's cooking, buddy?
Hey, how are you guys? Bart, you're a natural. You are that good.
It's not. By the way, it's not his first time doing talk radio.
I watched the Jets game, so I know that. But Wally Pipp took a game off too. I'm just saying.
He's on a Disney cruise right now. I'll tell you what's funny. Before Big Mac went on vacation, he said out of curiosity, because I don't like doing shows alone. I never have. My ego's not that big where I just want to sit here by myself and talk to myself. He goes, "Who you bringing in?" And I said, "Well, yesterday was Chris Christie."
Yeah.
He goes, "Okay, long time good friend of yours."
Neighbor, by the way, too.
Yeah. He goes, "Who's after that?" I go, "Bart Scott, who I've wanted to work with for a long, long time." And he goes, "So let me get this right. Every guy that's coming in is someone you wanted to work with before you worked with me." I go, "Pretty much."
Just saying.
But Big Mac's my guy, though. He used to be my board op.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Sometimes you should go on vacation.
He'll come back early.
You guys bounce off each other well. So I'm going to say something, and you can say, yeah, okay, thanks, and hang up.
You're good.
Do you think that the other 29 owners somehow, some way, made a call on the Dodgers saying, hey, wait a minute, because they're pissing off the titans of industry, the baseball industry, with this contracts and everything. You think somebody made a call on this guy and says, hey, how could this be? You know what I'm saying?
No, but I understand where you're going. I'm going to come a little short of that. I do think there's a group of owners that had no problem with Scuba, for example, going to L.A.
Yeah.
Would have no problem with the Dodgers winning their third straight because then allows them to make the argument it's bad for baseball. Yeah. That's why we need a cap. So I'm not sure that they look to out him and get him indicted.
Or take the Dodgers down. Like dismantle them.
I think it's more about their own selfish interests.
Yeah, because they're forcing them to have to spend their profit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You talk about like this deferred money stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, how can you set up a contract like that?
Yeah, and by the way, everybody's allowed to do it. And a couple, like you brought up Bonilla, the Wilpons did it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But no one ever did it at this level.
This level.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, he counts $2 million.
$2 million. Yeah.
$700 million contract.
Yeah, now some might say that he wanted to keep that money away from the interpreter because he's going to gamble it all away.
I wonder if that money is sitting in escrow somewhere.
It has to.
And is he getting the interest?
Well, he doesn't get it. The Dodgers get it.
How the hell I don't get? So they paying him. So they go. So okay, 10 years.
Let me just walk you through. That's why the Wilpons did the Bonilla deal. The Wilpons at the time were investing with the king of Ponzi scams.
Yeah.
Okay, Madoff.
Yep, Madoff.
And the idea was, well, let's make up numbers. If I take $50 million and I give it to Madoff, the return I'm going to get, I'm going to pay off Bonilla on interest alone.
Right.
So it doesn't cost me anything.
So they thought.
Turned out,
that they're paying themselves, man.
Oops.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, though. So now when they do that, like circumventing the salary cap, I would have a problem as a union. Right, because that puts everybody else under pressure to take that same type of
force you
deal.
to get deferred money, and you may not want deferred money.
Exactly, you may have some bills up front that you got to pay. You may not have a New Balance deal. You may not be the most popular person in Japan.
And he's probably making $40 million off
in
the
Japan.
field. Exactly right. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think owners reached out to the Southern District of the Feds and said, investigate Mark Walter.
But if you look, I won't mind.
Exactly. I think it's a lot more of that.
Somebody was like, hey, you might want to check this out.
By the way, I don't know if you guys are free next Wednesday, but you might want to take a look at what I was running his insurance business. Once he sold the Lakers, the jig is up, right? Because it doesn't make sense. Like, you don't buy the Lakers
to sell.
Even though you make
that's something you keep for 30 years.
If you're allegedly worth $100 billion, okay? You don't sell the Lakers to make $2.
Because that's pocket change.
It has no impact on you.
What I want to know is what's up with Jeannie and her family?
Yeah, they apparently don't get along.
Your father built this.
It's like the show Succession, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna hold on to his legacy.
Well, and then the thing came out apparently, because the siblings don't like each other, and she was the governor of the Lakers, and she I guess dictates what happens. So while the other siblings like, I'll take more money, sell our share. I don't like the Lakers anyway.
How much was their share?
I want to say 17.8%.
Okay, of $12 billion.
Yes. So
Google AI Google.
That's it's almost $2 billion to the siblings.
They walking away for
So I figure there's 5. I think there's 5 of them total. So that's half a bill each.
Yeah.
Or no, less than that.
A $250 million.
Yeah.
Probably about $250.
Maybe even $350.
Yeah. Hood math.
Yeah. It's more money than you and I can spend today.
Hood math.
17.8% and $12.5 billion.
Yeah. So, but how much is 70.8% of
$12 billion?
Of $12.5 billion.
Let me do the math on that.
Well, we know
with 20%. Just round it up to 20 and take a little off the top.
So it's about $2.2 billion.
Yeah. So
about $400 million a kid.
Yeah.
Or they're adults, but yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me get mad at my father even more.
Loser.
See?
Call my dad.
You couldn't start a business?
Call my dad right now so I can cuss his ass out.
You couldn't start a business, Pops, right?
Come on, Dad.
$400 million for being born.
Why couldn't you be Frank Lucas?
Yeah. Did your dad put that kind of sugar in his coffee too?
No. You wasn't, nah. Why couldn't you be the plug?
Right. You sold coffins? You have to see American Gangster to understand the reference there. Here's Jeff in Jersey on the Fan. Jeff, what's going on?
What's up, Craigie? Big time fan, dude.
Thank you.
Been listening to you a long time. And Bart, you're probably the best part of the CMB team, if anybody remembers that.
We all we got. Well, I just left C.
Did he call you or no?
Yeah, he hit me up.
He did.
Talking.
So I'll make sure.
And Maggie's still around.
Let me just ask you a question. When that thing went down, because I like to learn about people.
Yeah.
What was the grace period in between you finding out that you're not going to do the show anymore and the C part of that show reaching out to you?
Oh, it was like within a day and a half. He's like
a day and a half.
But I got a text immediately like, yo, because I was walking into the studio. They was like, well, you can go ahead and I'm like,
you got the wrong guy.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell you think you talk to.
They fired Bart on the way into his job, which is crazy.
I'm like, yeah,
but was it a text or a call?
It was a call.
Okay, I respect the call
because the text I wouldn't have read and I would have went in like, and then you gonna make me work?
No. I mean, Carlin. Did Carlin text you or call you?
Yeah. He go. Well, my boy John hit me up like, "Hey man, I have no problem with you finishing out your contract. If you want to say, man, you some type of crazy. You want me to work for? I'm gonna take these free change. I'm walking around the streets with a golden nugget sign on my back, just saying, hey, you can advertise on my back right now. Right now, I will work for food. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to go find out what the next move is. What the hell are you talking about?
You can come in.
I can come in, work, so I can look at everybody like, I'm gonna miss you. Hell no.